think I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I gotta turn you down a bit, but...
All right.
Should be good. You're good. You're good.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
Aww. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. I'm ready.
Hey folks, welcome back to MTG Sunday Jank-Off, except it's Wednesday. Hopefully this will be the last Wednesday we're doing our Sunday Jank-Off on, because it's just not right if it's not Sunday. Today I'm joined by Albino Cheese Monkey, I'm Ben or Break, and we're playing Jank Standard decks for our own enjoyment and for yours. What colors and are you playing tonight, Albino Cheese Monkey, and what is your deck name?
Color. Singular.
Just color. All
because
right.
today it's my turn to take a crack at mono red. In a deck I call Dragon's Horde.
Oh, so this won't be Infernal Mice. little swift spears and Heartfire heroes and such.
Not a single mouse in this deck. It's all dragon all the time.
It's all dragons. I am excited.
Well,
I have
there's
some scaly
some
friends
puny
too.
not dragons, but they're like humans. It's fine. They worship
Okay.
dragons. They work.
I'm bringing a few scaly friends also. I'm playing Golgari, Raise the Lands, because I couldn't come up with a clever name.
I mean, that's a scary sounding deck.
Well, Golgari. I am so happy to be finally playing black. It's my second favorite color in all of Magic, and this is episode 6 and I haven't played any black yet. But we're bringing black back.
I tried to make the rounds.
All right.
Tried to get every color in before. Now, if you might, I may real quick. This deck exists. Red is my least favorite color in Magic, even though I've only been playing since Bloomborough, as I've said many times. And it's not so much just because of the way playing against it, so much as like it's not my style. So this deck actually came out of testing for Niv Mizzle's Izzle Sizzle, and we'll see if you see any relation. It doesn't really do any of the things that deck does. But the challenge for myself was, can I make myself like red? And the answer is yes.
Alright, well now the challenge is to make me either like or hate red, or both, I don't know. It's interesting, I'm playing my two favorite colors, you're playing what was your least favorite. We will
It's
see
still
how
my
that
least favorite
stands at the
color,
end of the
but
night.
this is my favorite.
Okay. Alright folks, we're getting right into our initial blind best of one. We only know what we've just told each other now, and we'll play from there. We'll have a deck tech after the best of one, followed by full best of threes to determine who is the king of the jank. Alright, our opponent has the first mulligan option.
This hand is fine, not great. I'm gonna mulligan it because it doesn't have a piece that if I get in my starting hand makes this game go a lot smoother. So I'm gonna risk it.
I keep.
That works.
We've got a good curve.
This is what I was looking for anyone watching.
As a reminder, if you're watching one of our streams and you want to see the other person's hand, go ahead and pull up both streams simultaneously.
It's a mountain.
Just mute.
My least favorite card
right.
in Magic.
I drew an interesting card. I suppose now, go like this. Oh, hang on. You're playing red. We pass. One open red mana is. Your plunderer, so generous.
Yes. Prepare to be ramped.
Okay. My gulch, it festers.
I'm curious if you've ever seen anyone play this card.
I have.
Okay.
It can hurt. But I will accept the ramp also.
Here, have some more.
Uh-oh, okay, this could be a problem. We have no sleepers. Looking forward, chat.
Yeah, I don't
These
even know
definitely,
that.
definitely aren't dragons, are they?
No, they're puny little humans, but they'll help. They'll help.
Okay.
We
I
got
will get out a 3/3, which unfortunately can't block your folks because menace.
You can't attract the dragons until you accumulate the whole, basically.
But my gulch festering, that's a crime.
Ooh. You know how I feel about crime. I love them.
That's right, Albino Cheese Monkey. Your time getting pinged to death by crime lands on the show is not over.
I don't have what I want yet, so we're gonna seize them spoils. I like
Okay,
what I
you don't want a mountain.
I do want this as well.
Oh, that makes treasure. I wonder if you have any treasure synergies, because you're making a lot of treasures. That's a lot of ramp.
Yes, I am at effectively 7 mana right now.
Okay, wow, that hurt. Well, let's make some blockers. I have some of the game noise coming through your mic, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I think I have the audio coming out of the wrong source. Let me fix that.
Well, my we need to
Okay, that should be better with the sound.
do this. All right.
Well, I wasn't expecting to kill you this soon. But before I do, would you like to see a dragon?
You haven't killed me yet.
Have you seen this?
That's not a dragon.
Yes.
I haven't seen it played, but I know what it is.
Are you ready to see a dragon?
I'm ready to see a dragon.
One of many to come.
Okay.
The puny humans and goblin have acquired the horde necessary for the
It's a
incinerator of the
A hasty incinerator of the guilty, which whenever this creature deals combat damage player, you may collect that action. You do this creature deals X damage to each creature and planeswalker that player controls.
This is a board wipe, but it's a dragon.
I don't want you to do that, unfortunately.
I want to do that. I think it'd be fun. Oh.
Unfortunately, your dragon has a throat.
Oh.
Oh, those are pings. Those are Vine Lasher pings, because that's a crime. Going for throats is a crime around these parts. Also, your plunderers attacking will immediately deal me 2 damage each, so I'm going to prevent that from happening also, at least once. Because I don't have enough blockers to block those. Unfortunately, Free Strider Lookout, he only does his crime thing once per turn. So I was able to do it my turn and your turn, but I can't do it twice on either of those turns.
I think the horde is sufficient. Hopefully I don't know the dragon.
It lowers my clock, giving up a Vine Lasher, but I think we just need to block. I guess I should have blocked with my 1/2, my 1/1 instead of my 1/2, but that's fine. All right, let's see what we can do here. Potentially a lot. We'll begin, as all good things do, with a swamp. That's ping ping. Now I'll do something kind of. Well, no, I'll do this first. I'm gonna take a little gamble. Here's a fun card. Pitiless Carnage. Sacrifice any number of permanents you control, then draw that many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm drawing 10 cards. Perfect.
Did you get what you wanted?
I play this Aftermath Analyst. I have no lands. But thankfully, Aftermath Analyst costs 2 and then has a 4-mana ability to sacrifice itself and return all land cards from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Uh-oh. You're about to commit.
So there's my lands.
About to commit land crimes.
So many cards. How many cards? I don't know. How many lands there are?
Oh my goodness.
It's another Jank-Off where you get pinged to death by land entities.
Not again! No, it's again.
But this time Golgari lizards.
Oh.
I'm using creatures this time.
I almost got you. The problem is I only drew
You
one
almost did.
dragon. Need more dragons.
The problem is, I included a fair amount of removal in my deck because removal synergizes with Free Stride Lookout.
That's fair.
Why is that, chat? Well, it's time for our deck tech to explain why.
All right.
All right, folks, I'll go first as usual. Since the 3 times I asked the monkey who should go first, he always answered me.
Well, I was gonna say
And I don't-
this time, but you've already
Nope.
decided.
You gave the same answer 3 times in a row, so now I don't ask you anymore. Here's what we're running. Raise the lands. The core of our deck, as you did get to see, is Iridescent Vine Lasher. Whenever a land I control enters, it just deals 1 damage to target opponent. Targeting is a crime. Whenever you target basically anything our opponent has or owns, it's a crime. That's important for some other cards.
I think crime has
Lasher-
featured prominently in many of our decks so far.
We're very criminal people. But that's just because interaction is important for Magic. This isn't interaction. It's a cooler kind of crime. And I think it's really cool that Vine Lasher you can play as a 1-drop or as a 3-drop using its Offspring ability to make a little baby 1/1 with the same text.
I think it's cool.
So that's what we did.
Arrow.
I am running a Bloom Arrow card, an important Bloom Arrow card. It's the center of my deck.
Too.
So Vine Lasher, you see it around sometimes in Lizard decks where the job is to do a ping, 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 and deal little bits of damage to your opponent. But we are trying to do a combo kill with this. Not playing just a land each turn and getting a ping off that. We want to get multiple lands into play every turn. One of the ways to do that is our friend Free Strider Lookout. 3/3 with Reach is actually a great stat line versus the Pixie decks, which usually have 2/2 or 2/3 flyers. And the Reach and 3 Toughness and 3 Power blocks all that. And when we commit a crime, we get another land from the top 5 of our library onto the graveyard tapped. So there's another Vine Lasher trigger every round, potentially on our opponent's turn also, and our turn. So that's pretty cool. But we have even bigger things we can do, as we showed at the end of that last game. Namely, Aftermath Analyst and Lumra Bellow of the Woods are both ways to bring back all land cards from our graveyard into play. They both put land cards into our graveyard on their own, a couple. Lumra mills 4, Analyst mills 3 upon entering. So they can do small land reanimation on their own. But it's really cool when we have an enabler like Pitiless Carnage, again, as we saw at the end of the last game, where we can just sacrifice all our lands, dump them in the bin, draw a good chunk of our deck, and with so many bring all lands back effects, if we don't have one already in hand, we'll almost certainly draw one. There was a risk we could have whiffed a little bit there. I had a Pillage the Bog in hand, which is one of our 2-drops. You can also plot it for 3, which basically is, in this deck, it's almost a tutor, because we're putting so many lands into play. Pillage the Bog looks X cards deep, twice the number of lands deep that you have. This allows us to find whichever part of the combo we're missing, whether that's Vine Lasher, way to bring back lands, or sometimes something like Pitiless Carnage. We have a lot of other 1-ofs and 2-ofs as little combo helpers. Nissa, Spelunking, Titania, Voice of Gaia. We did actually manage to meld Titania with our single Argoth, a 1 practice game. I hope to do that in our showcase games here today, but there's no guarantees of just one of each. Titania is actually pretty good. Again, 3/4 stat line with Reach. Very good against Pixie decks. And the rest of our deck is Interaction, ways to just cheaply keep the opponent from doing their thing while committing crimes for our Lookout, if we happen to have Lookout but not Vine Lasher. All right, let's switch on over to hear what the monkey was running.
Okay. We will head in to Dragon's Hoard. The idea is dragon. And how do we get to the dragon? We have to hoard treasure because they're expensive. Dragons are expensive.
That was a lot of treasure.
Yeah, it was a lot. I just needed to draw some dragons, and then it would have been great. So what Ben's looking at, I did adjust the ratios a bit, but the cards should be right. We're starting with, I'll start in the 2-drop slot, because these are the engines. These are the dragon servants, I like to think. These are the slots for the non-dragons to go. All of the non-dragons are 2-drops. So we've got the Dragon Lord Servant. He helps get the dragons. We've got the Generous Plunderer. Now, I love this deck so much, I actually crafted a few of these because there is a really, really silly interaction that I came across when you get both Generous Plunder and Magda the Horde Master on the field. We'll see if we can see that. And then we've got the Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind. The problem with dragons is they're big and they're slow, so this speeds them up.
Fast dragons.
I looked for most of the dragons in this deck do things when they attack or deal damage, and if I just drop them and they don't do that, then what was the point? So this speeds up my dragons. I looked at a lot of haste options, and this was the best one because it speeds them up and it ramps into dragons. And we're mono red,
Great pick.
So all I need is red.
All you need is red.
Seize the Spoils is, I ended up putting a lot more lands in this deck than I usually do because I can't miss a land drop in this deck.
Hang on, 23 lands is more than normal?
Wait, am I at 23? I'm at 25.
That's what Oh, good. I was about to say, you need at least 24 in this deck.
Yeah, I'm at 25.
Sorry, on Moxfield, I'm seeing 23.
Yeah, that was one of the late additions I made. Good note.
Okay.
I'm at 25 for the viewers at home. And Seize the Spoils helps me ditch them when I have enough of a horde to get dragons. Also, it makes treasure, which is nice. I would have gone with a cheaper option, but this one makes treasure, and the whole theme of this deck is to hoard treasure to, I guess thematically I'm enticing the dragons with the treasure hoard, being like, I have a nice hoard for you, you could come sit on it.
That is how dragons work.
Yeah.
Like, in a lot of fantasy worlds.
Yeah.
Empires hoard up enough treasure that eventually it's inevitable that a dragon comes and burns them all and sits upon it as its hoard.
Now for the fun part. Let's talk about the dragons I picked, because ooh boy, were there so many great options. I went with Rapacious Dragon, which is a dragon that also makes treasure. 2 of them, in fact. This guy's fun because you have enough treasure. This is like one of the first dragons you entice to the horde, and when he gets there, I call it a mail-in rebate. Because he makes 2 treasure himself. This was from a Jumpstart pack. I don't actually know what set this card actually is from. If anyone can enlighten me in the comments, that would be great.
Foundations Jumpstart.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know.
Originally printed in Core Set 2020. I'm saying this because I had to look up Scryfall because it's not in your Moxfield right now.
We have a dragon that is sitting on a horde of bones. I guess that's his prerogative. I would have probably put more of these in, but I only own one, and I didn't want to craft anymore. I had already spent some stuff on a silly combo with the Generous Plunderer. This guy sits on a treasure and he ramps, and if you get a land, that's great, you play it. If you don't, he gives you treasure. So this is another one of the early dragons to the horde. Terror of the Peaks is just a really cool dragon.
Terrifying dragon, by the way. This you see in the Gruul Smuggler Surprise combo decks. It just kills people.
Yeah, very cool. And then Twin Flame Tyrant, one of my favorite dragons. This dragon's so cool, it's got 2 heads, and it makes everything better.
It's so cool, it's its second time on the show.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Incinerator the Guilty, my board wipe of choice, because it's a dragon.
Yeah, that thing with haste was pretty frightening. If I had that go for the throat right
now,
then I would have been doomed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the king of the dragons, in my opinion, is Drakuseth, Maul of Flames. He comes in, he wrecks your stuff. If Twin Flame Tyrant's in here, all this damage is doubled, and he ends games. If the other dragons haven't done it already.
Okay, so it's a board wipe that can also go face.
Yes, exactly. So those are the dragons of choice. Are there more dragons in the sideboard? Maybe. We'll see which ones I feel like bringing in, because there were a lot of great options for dragons. And then for lands, I've got Cavern of Souls, I've got Blast Zone, and I've got a Vault of Fault, just because it gives a treasure if you end up having to use it. And
it's thematic.
And it's thematic. I don't own Demolition Field, so that's another reason.
It's just an uncommon, man. Craft some Demolition Fields. It's a good card.
And Fountain Port, which lets me turn in treasures for cards if I'm not getting what I want.
Yeah, this is a good deck for that.
All right, that's Dragon's Horde.
All right, time to go back to Dragon time.
Dragon time.
All right. Send me the best of 3 challenge.
I will do so.
And we'll see if the lands or the dragons will be the victors.
I mean,
Jank-Off.
I think I just needed to draw a couple more dragons, and I would have had you in the best of 1. Best of 3 challenge map. Challenged sent.
All right, here we go.
So what I learned basically was, in order to make me love red, I had to make it green.
Big dumb creatures.
Big dumb creatures that you ramp into.
This is a sketchy hand, but we need all our cards. We'll keep.
This hand is 6 lands and 1 dragon I can't cast. I'm gonna keep. Yeah.
I kept. You should keep.
Oops, I hit mulligan.
Oh no.
I don't like this hand either. But no, I'm gonna risk it. That's better. That's so much better. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, we'll do that.
All right. Notable, Aether Drift has come out as of yesterday while we are recording and streaming this, folks. So let us know what you think of the set so far. We're obviously not including any Aether Drift cards
I don't have very many.
in our decks here. I don't have basically any, but don't worry. I think I know what my next deck is for the Jank-Off, and it will have some.
It depends on if I get them. I don't know how I feel about crafting them yet. There is one jank idea that you may or may not know about that might include some of the new support.
I think I know the one.
Yeah. This plunderer is so generous. He like shares the wealth. Now, assuming that you don't kill it, you're gonna get to see a very silly interaction come my turn.
Oh, I do know about Magda.
Do you know about Magna and Generous Plunderer together?
Well, they make dragons. Okay. Oh yeah, Generous Plunderer giving me a treasure is a crime?
Yes. Yes, it is.
How is that a crime?
Because
that's just generosity.
Because it's stolen goods. You're taking stolen goods. Notably, him doing damage to your face
your downfall.
is not a crime. Because
Indeed.
it doesn't target. Here, have some of my. I've made you an accomplice now. That's why it's a crime. That's the silly interaction. That's pretty much the extent of it. The fact that I can get double treasure. Unfortunately, one of them is tapped. So Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Which turn is it?
Which turn is it?
Because I have
Turn 5? This is your 5th turn, I think?
I have 7 mana, 6 of which is untapped.
Oh no, it's 4th turn. It's your 4th turn.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what should I play? Let's do this dragon.
Okay. Any attacks?
No, I need both of these pieces.
Okay. Not sure if this is the time to be doing this, but dragons are a little dangerous. Okay, that was a good draw on my part. Now, what do I do? I think we still do this. I do want a big chunky reach creature against your big flyers. Only one land, unfortunately. Okay, our opponent is down to 14, and we have not attacked yet. Notable, in our best of one, I never attacked either.
I wish I
Oh,
had
that's
my...
terrifying.
See, no, you got your reach now. I can't just go summoning puny 4/4s. Well, I guess I could have, because then Terror of the Peaks would have done 4 damage. That would have been smart. Oh well. You live in your life.
Right. We'll just pillage some bog. Let's see here. What do I want? Some good cards here, folks. This is the more fun option. This is a nice safe option, and this is a good option too. I think we'll just go for max fun.
That's how we jank. That's how we jank off. Max fun.
All right, let's get another land into play for our big elemental bear friend. And you know, I think we will actually attack this game.
7. Ugh. Okay.
Just a bear, just a friendly bear.
Horde acquired.
Okay. And then we'll innocently plot this little card.
Now, does he have... does he have? I guess it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh. If it doesn't matter what I have, something big's coming. The guilty, they incinerate. I suppose they are incinerated.
Because Terror of the Peaks. And
Okay,
now,
my Limmer is hurting. Okay, not so scared of that card. But yes, I would rather not be pinged down by the Terror. I take 5. I'll just do this. That's probably I should have done that earlier, but ooh, that's a good card. Let's do some things.
as a white lover, a white mage, if you will, I feel so naked without my life gain. How am I gonna get this health
Don't
back?
worry. I have very little life gain also.
How am I gonna get back all this health you're taking from me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 permanents, I think.
Uh-oh. Miss.
Oh, we might have missed.
I hope you did. For purely selfish reasons, I hope you missed.
We could do this. Usually we either find the thing we're looking for or a tutor. We can actually get a lot done with... Let's see, so we have 8 mana to work with. Okay, 8 mana to work with. Might be able to do this.
Now, notably, they recently introduced achievements to Magic the Gathering Arena. And in testing in this deck, I managed to achieve the Who Needs Cards achievement. Which I think is something that I've said before in this game.
So I might just win with 1 land in play.
Please don't.
I think this does it. Assuming my free starter lookout doesn't miss. So I got 4 Vine Lashers, that's 4 pings, 1 from Festering Gulch, and then, oh, I actually will have an extra point because I found another Festering Gulch.
Let me see.
4 more pings from my Vine Lashers.
Oh, that's enough.
Woo!
Someday I look
We went
forward.
through a combo and are still doing it.
Someday I look forward to not being killed by your crime lands. You know, I thought I was cool for using my crime lands to draw 2 for 2 mana, but
It's been a couple weeks.
all right. What do we do here? I haven't been paying attention if you've been using my
Where's my 4th go for the throat? Uh-oh. We need those.
What?
Okay, well, only 3 go for the throats, I guess.
Let's do right. How many throws could there possibly be in my deck to go for?
I don't know. I think basically every card you played had a throat, except for that Carnelian Orb. Can't go for your Orb's throat. I think the Orb is the least of my worries. Seems like you don't have much card draw, so if I just deal with your dragons, then surely everything will be fine. Surely.
I don't want to keep
Okay,
this,
we will.
but I'm going to.
We will begrudgingly keep.
Oh, same. I feel that.
Okay, we drew a good card. I don't think we need this card. plunderer, so generous. Let's find some combo pieces. We did not find any combo pieces. That's all right.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I'll try to use it up before it hurts me too much.
This is why I kept the hand, because I had a fountain port. So let's go looking.
I guess fountain port is card in like real card draw in your deck.
Yeah, it is, because I'm making treasure every turn for the most part.
This is stinky.
Once again, for those people just tuning in, this is Sunday Jank-Off on a Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
I am playing Dragon's Horde, the mono red ramp, the mono red but actually green deck. Because this is how you make yourself like.
It's red in cards, green in vibe.
Alright, let's use a sideboard card. I guess we could've done that
No,
on your
my
turn.
lookout.
Look out!
I wanted it.
I feel so slow having only 5 mana right now. Dragons are
We'll just
expensive.
prepare to pillage your village, I guess.
Alright.
So there is a downside to Generous Plunder. It is giving your opponent treasures also. Usually it's hurting them for the treasures, but
Yeah,
we do find it helpful.
and testing the treasures I give the other person usually results in me ramping into much cooler, more powerful stuff than them. What do I do here?
But that's in regular queue. We're janking
That's
off, man.
true. Yeah, that's true.
I've got some real jank I
we,
can ramp.
we put some
ramp
big
into.
beefy cards in these decks, don't we?
Huh. I don't have anything above 6 mana, and that's just Lemura.
Alright.
Most of my stuff is 3 mana-ish. Okay. That's terrifying. I'm just gonna conserve my life total. Okay, we were. This does work. Oh man, I hate doing this, but I think we have to cast our Pillage the Bog now. Lots of good cards here. Grab a swamp.
How many times can one person be killed by lands in a Jank-Off and just not go insane? No. I'm
We
like,
may eventually find out. Okay, I think we got some good hits. That's a lot of lands.
oh boy.
Unfortunately, we have no Vine Lashers to lash you, but I've got a big bar.
Okay, I can turn this around. And the reason is, I got,
What could you have against my 11/11 bar?
I have more dragon. I have big dragon.
Okay, that's a big dragon.
And we're just gonna go face, because I learned from my master, Niv Mizzet.
Face the place.
Unfortunately, I can't attack, because that is a big bear. A big barrier, if you will.
My bear barrier. Well, my bear barrier has vigilance, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a little swing.
No, you can't have that. Oh, shoot, hold on.
No, you can't. You can't bargain towards the tower.
Oh, that's
using
right,
the
because
treasure
I would
used
have to pay
for
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I know how games work. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna. Do I
It's just
chump
11 off
with
the
a,
top.
Do I chump with the dragon? Like usually no, right? But your lands can do so much damage.
And who knows what else I have in my hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna chump with the dragon. I feel like the terror has been out terrored.
My woods are bellowing.
That's true. And
Woods, notably, are our land.
they're-
Well, forest is, which is
they're terrifying.
basically. Alright, I also have my overlord coming in.
Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play him out. I'm gonna seize those spoils.
Okay.
Spoils
I have a
seized.
good blocker and a chump blocker.
Now,
But Drakasath has an attack trigger.
let's see. Yes.
Which is why I don't want it to attack.
Okay, well.
Even though I probably could survive, I don't really know what else you have.
Not before he gets off his dragon fire.
I already got my crime trigger. So that's something. We will grab a cottage. Okay, I think we just do this now to thin our deck. We're not really holding it for a Vine Lasher or anything. Do we have lethal?
With
You probably have interaction.
with the Pitiless Carnage, probably.
Oh yeah, I mean that's I could probably fun combo you, but I'm just asking if I have lethal as in just attacking you and you die.
17 is less than 19. Unless I'm missing something.
Well I can power up 2 Restless Cottages.
Oh, that's true.
Let's get some variety. I don't want you to just die by lands.
I mean, this is
Surely you
dying by
can't-
lands.
Oh, so never mind, they are lands. Surely you can't have 4 damage at instant speed.
Not in red, not in this red deck. But what I do have,
You have a chump blocker.
is fish. Save me,
Okay.
fish.
Let us. I don't think it matters what we exile from your deck. I don't think you're bringing anything back.
No,
We'll just exile the
we
biggest
don't do
stuff.
that here.
And I get some crucial food. Wow, 4 lands. All right, Overlord.
Save me, fish.
That'd be great if I had a way to bring them back. So,
What won't save me though is when you hit with Pitiless Carnage. Oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance?
we'll see.
Not with this
I
one.
have a 13/13 bar now.
The problem here is that I didn't draw a dragon.
That could be a problem for the dragon deck.
Yeah. And I have no way to draw a dragon. So I will.
Did we do it? I should have gone for the honest. I mean, the full combo kill instead of the honest land beats.
It's true. It's true.
Figured this was more reliable though, because Carnage
Right.
can whiff.
You gotta make it.
I would have needed-
spectacular, though. For
I've gotta make it what?
You gotta make it spectacular though.
Oh wait, what am I doing? Now I should go to for the Carnage kill and then lose because I
Yeah.
whiff.
You won't lose because you have lethal on board, man.
Oh, that's true. I should have. But I already powered up my cottage.
That's true. The power of cottage.
I'll do it next time.
Okay.
The problem is we don't have either a Vine Lasher or a way to grab Vine Lasher or a way to bring lands back from the graveyard in hand, so we would have had to draw at least 2 of those 3 with the Carnage. Which it probably could, but... Oh, there's Vine Lasher.
Found it.
Well, I had to attack with my Overlord first, but yeah.
I will.
I should have gone for the combo.
Lash
But, you know,
out.
we did the combo twice now.
I'll lash out in resistance.
Fish. Used for bargaining. I think they are actually used for bargaining in Bloombar, aren't they?
That sounds right. There.
They're at least used for gifts.
I'll kill one thing. There we go. How about that?
My Overlord. He loves his graveyard. Now he's gone. Not even in the graveyard, just exiled.
Oh, gotta go faster.
How mean.
I could have sideboarded
Alright.
better that time, I think.
I could have had 4 go for the throats.
Do you want to go again, or do you want to talk sideboards?
Let's talk sideboards.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
I think the sideboard is accurate from what you have, but we'll see. Nope, I'm not going to talk sideboards because I've got a bug that doesn't let me look at my sideboard. So, you're going to talk sideboards while I restart my game.
Okay, sure. Yeah, is it the white bug?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really common. Everybody gets it, it seems like. I see that on gameplay videos also. All right, in our sideboard, it's a lot of crimes, really. Mostly crimes. Because a lot of our best interaction in black is also criminal.
That's a crime.
Targets things. So we got our 4th cut down. We've got our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th copies of duress against those control matchups. Cut down versus aggro, of course. We've got a 2nd ghost vacuum against graveyards. Also ghost vacuum, notable. It's a crime.
I was going to ask you that, yeah. I didn't know if ghost vacuum was a crime because you're targeting their graveyard. But I guess
yeah, it's
like any card. I didn't know if you control the cards in your graveyard or not.
Let's look up exactly what crime is. Free star to look up Shadow Pop Up. But I think it's an opponent, anything they control, and cards in their graveyards.
Okay.
Anything they control also includes spells on the stack. So if you counter a target spell, that's also a crime. We have 2 Malicious Eclipses, again against Go Wide aggro. With Aether Drift coming out, we might see return of Boros Convoke from last Standard. This is a good card against that. We only lose Vine Lashers to it if we cast it with Vine Lashers out. Everything else in our deck survives the Eclipse, so good to have. Sheoldred's Edict as a flexible removal spell that can also hit Planeswalkers, or get around Ward or Hexproof. Another Terra Sunder against enchantment heavy decks like Overlords, or artifact heavy decks like Synthesizer. We have one little Sheoldred against grindy decks with not a lot of removal. 3 Obstinate Baloths versus the Pixie matchup because of Hopeless Nightmare. It's also good against Liliana of the Veil. And finally, a single Deadly Cover-Up against big Timmy decks like the one my opponent is running. Are you ready to show your sideboard, my friend?
Deadly Cover-Up is what you do after the crime. I am...
I think, does Deadly Cover-Up do a crime? I don't know if it targets the card you select in the graveyard. Let me check real quick. Exile, yeah, there's no targeting. So Deadly Cover-Up, not a crime.
Yeah, it's what you do after the crime.
Yes, carry on.
Okay. Reckless Lackey, in case I do want a 1-drop, because I feel like embracing my inner mono-red aggro. Or if I'm facing another mono-red aggro that's dropping creatures turn 1, I can respond and block. I like these little guys because I can blow them up for treasure later. And a card. When I'm done with them.
Cheeky goblins.
Yep. Scorching Dragonfire, just an extra copy. No, sorry. Scorching Dragonfire is more removal. It's thematic removal. I like Scorching Shot, which I sideboarded for a while, which is 2 red mana, does 5 damage, but it's sorcery speed. And when possible, I like committing crimes on my opponent's turn so that I get the tap treasure with Magna, and then get another tap treasure, and I just literally get treasure every turn. Filigree Silex, this is so that if my ramp actually helps them, I can just blow up their treasures.
Interesting.
I also, on that thing, I also have 1 copy of Anzag's Rampage, which lets me do that, but one-sided.
Never seen this card.
So I only have 1 copy, or else I would sideboard more. It's expensive, and that's mana I'd rather be spending on dragons, but if I'm playing against somebody who loves being ramped, I can be like, no, only I ramp. So I give them the treasure, and then I blow up their treasure.
It can become a dragon.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
So this is a cool one.
Interesting.
I haven't gotten to play it yet in testing. In fact, I haven't taken it out of the sideboard yet, but maybe I should because it's neat, and you seem to enjoy being ramped. So
I enjoy it. Love me some good ramp.
Waltz of Rage is just another board wipe. I didn't like the creature-based board wipes. I like the board wipes that only wipe their side of the board. So, you know, I'm not doing Slagstorm or anything like that because I don't want to blow up Magda or Plunderer. And another dragon, the Dragon Queen, no less. More cool dragons. Another cool dragon. In fact, there's less cool dragons than I remembered. I think I took some of them. Oh, no, okay. I put in Shivan Devastator if big dragons are not enough, because, like, if I need a turn 3 dragon, I can get Shivan Devastator out, which has happened to me when I'm playing another deck that's faster than me, and I need a dragon. Shivan Devastator can come out hasty, fly faster.
Also notable, Devastator is good versus control right after they wipe the board.
Yes.
Maybe they stabilize around 5 life. You can cast a Devastator for X equals 5 and swing in and punch them down.
I have a mana rock in the Iron Crag in case I need more ramp. This one, I guess most of my dragons are legendary. Most, not all. So that could come into play, but it never does. Corvold the Noble Thief is... I have a big empty slot in my 4 mana curve, and this is a 4 mana card that makes treasure and does crimes. It's a card that I've been meaning to experiment with, so I've left it in the sideboard, but I haven't gotten to play it yet. Sort of similar with Anzag Rampage. We'll see. Honestly, the reason I put it in here is because of how good the Huntsman's Redemption ended up being in my last deck in Snake Food. But I haven't gotten to test this one too much.
Yeah, I haven't seen Corvold played in Standard. Generally making treasures when you're already at 4 mana is a little slow.
Yeah, exactly. But it's in here in case I want to try it. And then Hell to Pay is a removal that makes treasure. I often end up overspending on it.
That's neat.
It's a one of, because sometimes 3 damage isn't enough. And you need to make them pay with hell.
Well, hell.
Yeah. So that's the sideboard. Notably, there were other dragons. What is it? There's the one Decadent Dragon from Thing that is 4 mana, and every time it attacks, it makes a treasure. But I didn't end up using that, especially since it was an adventure with a black side. I never ended up using anyway.
Yeah, you need to pay for that black with treasure in your deck.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Cavern of Souls covers that.
No, because
it's not a creature spell.
Free, yeah. So yeah, that's the sideboard. That's where I landed.
Yeah, people wondered if Decadent Dragon could actually see play in Standard. It never quite did. But it's close to that level.
But it's just not, compared to, like, Rapacious Dragon is 1 mana more and it gives me the treasure now.
Yeah, you're really playing Decadent Dragon if you plan on curving the expensive taste into the dragon itself.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Okay. Shall we do another best of 3?
Yeah, let's do it. That was fun.
Send the challenge. I still have to get out my Titania Argoth meld. My one of.
Might sideboard some of the fun test cards. The game 2. Best of 3.
I don't have any fun sideboard cards to test. Head Shredder was the one, but it never ended up doing. Oh, opponent canceled the challenge.
Ooh, that's on me.
You are my opponent.
Someday.
And also my friend.
Frenemies. I think I'm so used to you accepting fast, so I expect it to be a play button, and then it's not. It's a cancel button.
It's a cancel button until I accept. Consent is important, folks.
I mean, that's not funny.
Right, let's jank. The truth can be funny.
I can't play any of these cards. I'll lose mulligan.
I keep.
This is fine. I really only need two treasures in this deck. I mean, I only need two. I only need to start with 2 mana in this deck, for the most part.
So in our deck, Vine Lasher, we often have the choice: do we play it on 1 or offspring it on 3? And against our opponent, who just passed with 1 red mana open, I don't think we play it on 1. Often I did do that during testing, when then the opponent's just using removal that they just use against something else in my deck. But I know that my opponent doesn't have a lot of great removal that hits 3 toughness or more creatures, and all my other creatures are 3 toughness or more. All right, let's see what we're gonna do here.
This deck,
No, Manda, that's a combo.
this deck, I think Green would be jealous of how fast my deck ramps. Now, it's temporary ramp because you gotta spend the treasure, but,
Interesting choice. Do we get out this 3-drop or this 3-drop? I'm thinking this is just a little more reliable, and we want to play this afterward. I guess I didn't have to sequence that way. So, Generous Plunder is at the beginning of your upkeep. Okay.
yes.
I haven't gotten my crime for the turn yet, so.
I'm gonna get a crime now, guys. I like that strike.
Uh-oh. Guess we'll let our gulch fester.
The crime.
Alright. The resources are being exchanged, the crimes are being committed.
This is what I saw on top. Big fan.
No, Magda's little, she's a dwarf. Alright, let's go here.
Did you already play your land for turn? You didn't, did you?
I didn't. And then here. I would really love it if I had my other card still out, but that is not the case.
Now, I know this doesn't cancel it, but I don't want you doing that.
So many torches in this tower. Such criminal behavior. Another scry top. Interesting. Well, we will we'll get rid of this treasure again. Use it before I get bruised by it. No attacks. Magda plus Punter is pretty sweet. I will admit.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'm suffering from a distinct lack of dragon, so I will go ahead and do this.
That makes a dragon. That's an interesting draw. I think for this turn, just going to do a nice little Overlord of the Bailmark.
I really am feeling the lack of
A lot of
enchantment
Lasher.
removal in mono red.
Yep, enchantments are pretty important to remove in our current standard.
And
Not
the
too
only
important
real
for my deck,
options are
but
extremely what do I want to do here?
concede. That would be fun.
Yeah, that's no fun. I'm sorry, I'm playing mono red. Why am I thinking so much? This is the thinking man's red. mono
Dragons
red
can be
deck.
intelligent.
That's true. So if I do that, I think I'm gonna make another dragon. And just
Ouch.
really make you nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm going to be down to 1. Let me
Nope.
just tap this Landwehr Waste for black.
And then I can
Oh, wait.
still grab this in.
Alright, well, here goes nothing.
I do regret top decking that one scry.
Oh, we need more lands than that. I think we need more lands than that. This is gonna be a lot, but I don't think it's 19. Lumra just milled 4 non-lands in a row.
Yep. Could make a beat out of it.
That's not gonna help us. Okay, blockers. You have 3 blockers. I have 5 attackers. I can do another 2 damage. And I have this 1 more damage in hand. Oh, wait, that's a lot more than 1 damage. I forgot.
Still not quite enough.
It is if you have no removal.
Oh,
But I do not deserve this win.
I was so close.
You were so dang. You got me to 1 man. And I'm just going to get you exactly 0. Oh no! Alas. Oh, close match.
All right. Let's do some.
You gonna make a short out of that one?
I might. Yeah. All right. What? You know what? It might be time for. The problem here is that there's so many cool things to put in, and just
There are cool things.
Sometimes I have to remove dragons from my sideboard, and it always feels bad. But, alas. And honestly, I like Dragon's Lord Servant for how thematic it is, but he actually left the deck for a while at testing, and then I decided to put him back in last minute, and I just don't know if I should. Because, I ramp enough. I don't need to make things cheaper.
Oh, to address your card draw, Black, there's, I think it's like a 3-drop hasty guy that when he hits the opponent looks for dragons. He puts them in your hand.
I feel like if I owned that card, it'd be in the deck.
Warmonger. It's called Warmonger or something.
This is definitely a deck
Google.
that I'll invest time in because I have a lot of fun with it. Even when I lose, I feel like I know that nobody can actually say it because the social aspects of this game are. That's rough.
Okay, Kolagon Warmonger.
Can you
From
send me
Marked
that?
Machine Aftermath.
Can you send me that?
Yeah, let me. Doing that right now. It is an uncommon, so not going to cost you any wild cards. Or at least wild cards of consequence. All right, what do we play here? We'll just look out. Oh, did my Overlord whiff? Yeah, my Overlord whiffed. And dumps too. If I go for the fruits, I need those.
Well,
I only have 3.
Missing my land drops, but thankfully I have this guy.
So lackey. So lackey.
Not gonna do a whole lot, but
No attacks? Why ever not?
this guy, I sideboarded in so that he could attack and make you not want to block with your Vine Lashers, but I have not seen
What about blocks? Any blocks?
Yeah, yes.
Trade 2 of your cards, 1 of mine?
Yes, I will.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I didn't. I mean, I have a backup plan, but...
Oh. Okay.
I would have liked to not to have blocked.
Well.
I need that go for the throat. That was my last go for the throat. But I need my lookout.
You're gonna get a free attack, so that'll be fine.
I'm not killing you with free stride or lookout. I'll tell you that. We need to get a good surveil here. A forest is not it. But maybe my Overlord will come off in Pend in a turn or 2, and we'll have great happy times.
The problem with Magda is that she doesn't commit her own crimes.
Yeah, like, come on, folks, respect yourself. Do your own crimes.
It's true.
It's only politicians that have other people do the crimes for them.
Okay, I'll Take that. Not that you're doing a lot of countering, but it is mana. And
Yeah, I think Cavern Souls is quite good in your deck.
it's
Another one.
which is why I was willing to block with the last one, because I had this one in my hand.
All right. You gonna block with this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's my time for crime.
At least I can get a treasure out of her. Probably could have blocked. Well, blow up the treasure to get a treasure. What am I doing?
What are you? Okay. Well, I have a Restless Cottage, so the beating you to death with. Hang on. You didn't bargain? Oh, you didn't bargain?
Yeah, I meant to bargain, but I realized I had to spend the treasure to cast it, but it was already too late. Is what actually happened there.
Yeah. Okay.
Thankfully,
Thankfully, you have 7 mana and surely no dragons, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and do a cheeky
That's a dragon.
6 damage.
Ouch.
Just a little tap. But that does leave me open for you to do 8 damage.
Yeah, I think we're just racing, folks.
Wait, that's lethal.
Huh? Ow. 8, 12. Oh, that is lethal.
Oops. Math is hard. Oh man, I'm gonna get you with this dragon deck. I'm gonna get you.
Alright, well, we've done our traditional 2 best of 3s, but we went pretty quickly. Do we want to do a third best of
Yes,
3
we
with the same
do,
decks?
because this deck is so fun,
okay.
and I don't care how many times I lose. I'm going to get you with the dragon.
Bonus game. Send the challenge.
I'm gonna make you love mono red.
I liked my control deck.
That's
See
true.
episode 1, folks.
That's true.
Mono red control versus mono blue aggro.
Oop,
A matchup for the ages.
oh man, what a great opening for the series. What nothing
And
says
totally
jank.
unintentional too.
Nothing says jank quite like. All right, hey Ben, you want to do a jank series where we just play jank? Yeah, okay. And then we show up and Ben's like, I'm playing mono red control, and I'm like, I'm playing mono blue aggro. Jank, and so the Jank-Off began.
Indeed, and continues.
And it's been so janky. Is this episode 5?
It's no. Here's I think it's episode 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's episode
Yeah,
6.
yeah.
Sad commentary. Red dragons are jank,
Yeah, it's true.
or at least jank enough for you to include them on the Jank-Off.
Was there a
What does that
time in
mean?
Magic's history when they weren't janky?
I mean, Shivan Dragon was a real beater back in the day, I'm told. That was like the first dragon.
I probably would have been a Sarah Angel guy myself if I was playing back then. But
Sarah Angel was a big card too, yeah. Alright. How are we gonna do this game, folks?
okay,
We've got a good hand.
I think I've got everything I need for success. Because it's,
Uh-oh, I don't like that.
because it's turn 2, and I've got 5 mana.
Make that... Oh no, that doesn't make it on attack. Beginning of upkeep. Okay, so how do we keep up with our opponent's start?
Morally, I think I won
wish we-
that game where I got you down to 1-1. I'm gonna say.
I can grant you moral victories all you want, but it's it's real victories. I don't think we're going to be able to block this menace creature, so we'll attack for 1. And accept our treasure.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of this generous plunderer. What I am scared about is hasty dragons.
Like this one. Have you gotten to see this
That
one? before?
is definitely one of the least scary dragons in your deck.
However, he makes so much treasure.
That's a lot of treasure.
Oh yeah. That's quite the hoard. Now we just need to find some big dragons.
Man.
I'll do it. not legendary.
That's a lot. Oh boy.
The real deck is achieved.
I should have cast a spell last turn, folks.
It was a generous.
I got
plunder.
greedy.
It was a generous plunder deck all along. Who knew?
We still got a good turn. We can ramp hard.
All right, chat. I want you to cross your fingers, your toes, your eyes for a good dragon. I can cast every dragon in my deck right now, so I'm not.
We're almost dead to just your plunderers. Like, I said I wasn't afraid to discard, like, literally last turn. But now there's 2 of them.
Here's the thing, though.
Oh, man. And Plunder cares about my Ghost Vacuum, too.
I really want to kill you with a dragon. Please give me a dragon.
Okay, good. He doesn't have a big dragon.
Those aren't dragons.
Okay, good.
I mean, this is gonna be a dragon. Someday.
Oh my goodness, why? It could be a dragon now.
Yeah, we'll make it a dragon. But these are puny dragons. These are little 4/3 dragons.
I'm not even sure if we're alive, man.
I feel like a mono-red aggro deck right now.
We can go for the throw, get rid of 2 of my treasures so your plunderers don't do as much damage. Put in a Fabled Passage, destroy your Hasty Dragon. But we're very close to dead.
Are you gonna block these?
Oh, I have to block something. Do I chump the Rapacious Dragon or block the Generous Plunderer? I guess the Plunderer, I can do that without losing material. Unless you have Torch the Tower.
I did not.
Okay. I'm just going to exile a card real quick from the graveyard in case it matters. That is a crime. Oh, that's a good draw. Alright. We're going to lash some vines. We might still be dead, but we have a chance. We're going to Fable some passages. That's a crime. Well, it's not a crime, but the Vine Lashers are a crime. Which triggers Lookout. Brings another land. Which brings in more pings. Bring the pings! Oh, hang on. I should check something. We might have the combo.
Oh,
3 lands in graveyard. 3 lands in graveyard. If I bring back 3 lands in graveyard with Aftermath Analyst, that's 6 more damage. That's not enough. So we'll just play out our land nice and honest. Do another 2. And pass turn.
Okay, you can have treasure.
No, I don't want treasure.
Why
I
not?
have so many lands. I don't, because it's gonna deal me damage when you attack with your Plunderer. Alright. Attack.
You know what?
If you dare. If you dare. Looks like you didn't draw a big dragon at least.
I did not.
Your dragon has nowhere to run.
Oh no.
And guess what? That's a crime.
Stop. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. Oh wait, sorry, you're probably more used to it. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and their people.
Alright. I think we can do this. It's combo time, folks.
Okay.
Alright,
Do it.
let's start
Do
off
it.
with our Gulch, who festers. So many crimes. The Gulch deals damage, and the Vine Lashers can shield damage, and then those trigger the Lookout, which brings another land, which the Vine Lasher deals 2 more damage, and then it's time for some carnage. Let's float all our mana, cast Pitiless Carnage, sacrifice any number of permanents we control, and draw that many cards. I think I'll sacrifice. I'm losing count. It's a lot. 13!
Oh, you should sacrifice.
13 cards does sound pretty good.
If only you could sacrifice 26 permanents.
Alright. Do we have anything else we want to... Yes, this technically fills the graveyard. Oh, that uses up all my green mana. No, we're good. Just a few more lands in the graveyard would be nice. Oh, perfect. 3 more lands. I don't think we actually need them, but it's combo time. Aftermath Analyst, 4 mana. Bring back all lands from the graveyard. And guess what? In this deck, lands are damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, I love these big combo turns where you sacrifice our board, bring it all back, and raise the lands. Reduce your life total.
Have you taken this one direct yet? Or is it too janky?
Yeah. It's too slow. It's a turn or two too slow.
But when it happens, Lord.
We have trouble managing the opponent's game plans while advancing ours. We have enough interaction that we can manage the opponent, and we have enough combo pieces usually that we can pull off a combo in a reasonable amount of time, but we have trouble doing both. Okay, looks like that was another 30-something damage. Neat. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
Sideboard
I
time.
think what Dragon's Horde is missing, and I will work on Dragon's Horde because you've seen how much fun I have playing this deck. I've done it. I've made myself love mono red.
And that's the real goal all along.
Yeah, exactly. It just needs more ways to get the dragons into my hand because like it's great at ramping. It's got no problem with the ramp.
Kolagon Warmonger.
Just need dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. I mean, I'll craft them next time I play. Let's see.
Again, I don't know if it's actually good. It's not like.
And I
Dragons
love
are
how
a
thematic it is,
meta
but
deck.
I don't actually think I need Dragon Lord Servant. It's not actually doing a whole lot.
Right. You need your cards to be either better ramp or
Cool dragons.
and the game dragons or interaction. All right, how are y'all thinking, chat? What do y'all think about this matchup? So far, it's been pretty one-sided in the results, but a lot of the games have been individually close,
Yeah,
coming down to just a
extremely
turn or two, a
close,
life point or
right.
two. We had exact lethal on not this last game, but the one before, while we're at 1 life.
Let me see
Yikes.
what I can do.
Love this jank.
This is good jank. Alright.
This is a good jank right here.
This is good jank. This is what it's all about.
Right, folks. Our starting hands have been pretty good. Like, we usually don't have all the pieces, but we also end up with, like, something to draw into what we need. Surveil Land or Overlord of the Baelmerk. I don't like that. Okay. Do you have Sussy Red Mana? I can't really tell. We'll try it. I will actually try lashing on 1. He has Torch the Tower. You didn't cast it?
No,
Why
it's
didn't you
just
guess it?
I put stops because when you started talking, just to throw you off.
Oh, I was thrown off. You shouldn't scare a man like that.
Okay. Well.
Alright, your Plunderer, so generous. This is getting a little silly. We'll just analyze the aftermath, I think.
Mill 3.
Okay, 2 lands. 2 lands, that's good stuff.
Okay.
You got to see my sideboard card that I haven't gotten to cast yet.
I got to see it. I've seen nothing.
It's in my graveyard. That turn when I thought you wouldn't block with
yeah.
your Goblin and your Magda, I was like, I should just attack first. Because then he'll let it go through, I'll get 3 damage, whereas if I cast Malicious Eclipse beforehand and kill his creatures, then my guy's only attacking for 1.
I wouldn't have blocked, but I had a second Magda in my hand, so that one was done. I was gonna just take another Magda.
Magic can be an interesting puzzle, folks.
What is scaring me the most here? I don't know. Let's get Magda out. This is the combo. This is the bread and butter of the deck right here. Magda and Generous Plunderer are wonderful dragon servants.
Now I want that Malicious Eclipse back. Alright. That's a ping.
Yes, it is. That's a
And here's a
Splunk.
Splunking. Do we cast this? We might. Yeah, we just want to use up our mana before Generous Plunderer gets in. I think we just cast Pillage the Bog for 8.
Okay.
Some good options here. I think this is the flashiest win the game card. So we'll take that.
Okay.
Your turn. I have no attacks.
I'm gonna do a quick crime so I don't have to deal with
No! Well, at least you didn't take it out before I got all my pings in.
that. It's true. I probably should have, but
Cost you 2 life. Who knows, that might matter. But now you don't have any blockers for your menace attacker.
Dragon time. Dragon number 1.
That's terrifying. Well, this is quite the interesting hand. Alright, so how do we do this? I think we do some plotting. We fable some passages. Get some pings. Grab some black mana, because it's our first time playing black on the show. At least my first time, I should say. Not yours. Get some more pings.
Have you played all the colors yet?
Yes, this completes
We've
the colors.
completed
And
the cycle.
we'll just plot this innocent little card. Surely with a name like Payless Carnage, it's not going to be anything to be scared of.
Oh man, I really wish that had flavor. You ever see a card and you're like, I wish this card had flavor text?
Yeah, it's like, fact right, the amount of powers you control the dominant cards pop for 3.
Alright.
My plot is revealed.
I'm gonna do what we call a pro gamer move. Dragons are... How many lands do you have? You don't have a lot, so we're just gonna go ahead.
I don't have a lot.
Dragon is removal, you see. And also Generous Plunder is removal. This is the way it's supposed to be.
Terror of the Peaks is a terrifying card.
He breathes
But-
fire.
I don't think you have lethal.
Not quite.
And you know what Carnage plotted means.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's see what we can do here, folks.
I'm not dead yet.
You might be. You might already be dead. So I drew all 4 of my Vine Lashers this game. I'm not even offspringing them, because I only have exactly 2 mana to spare.
Oh, he mathed. Even though math is hard, you mathed. I'm impressed.
We're just gonna sacrifice some perms. Do we sacrifice Splunking? No, we don't need to. We shouldn't need to.
I feel like
I think this...
the way you're playing this Carnage makes me feel like you have no pity for me at all.
No, I pity less. You're killing me with dragons, man. Live by the dragon, die by the dragon. Alright, this might not be enough, but we have another land in hand that we drew,
I'm a
so...
little bit disappointed you haven't gotten to see Mother of Dragons. She was also very good.
I'm disappointed you haven't got to see Titania Gaia Incarnate. Okay, this is more than enough. Okay. GG!
This is one of my
Man.
This is one of my favorite jank decks, but I got so close every time. I just needed a little bit more. Maybe I should put crime lands in here, even though I'm not running 2 colors.
No, don't put crime lands in.
Okay.
Alright.
This gives me an idea, because this is one of my favorite janks I've made since Snake Food, which is my all-time favorite jank, because it's the one I worked hardest on. We need to have, at some point, I don't know, like episode 10 or something, like a special edition where we bring back our janks reborn and better than ever, based on what we learned.
Well, we kind of have a little bonus game at the end of
That's
every
true.
of these,
That's true.
well, basically every of these so far.
I haven't
It's just-
rejanked any of my previous jank at this point.
Yeah.
But
A lot of my
we
stuff
should
doesn't
then.
need to get retuned,
Okay.
but there's Aether's cards out now, so we'll see what happens as we get some of those cards in our collections.
True. So, my deck building process, my janking process, is how decks like this happen, right? So, you know, a good jank is like carving a sculpture from marble. You just put all of the cards that could possibly work and you start chiseling away at it. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. And,
Same.
And while you're doing it that way, you have to chip off some cards, but then you look down and a few of the cards you chipped off are laying on the ground. You're like, those look really nice together. That's a deck.
Oh no.
So that's how I
So
jank.
this is less like carving marble and more like, oh, what's a good analogy? Taking cuttings of plants, pruning trees, and
Yeah,
then planting the
exactly.
cuttings to
Exactly.
become new trees.
That's 100% how I jank. So, that's why I never really end up revisiting jank so much, because whenever I make a jank, it results in 3 new jank ideas. Of like cards that I wanted
jealous.
to make work, but that didn't. So, like for example, this deck, one of the initial ramp ideas. So this deck came specifically because I was trying to find ways to ramp it and Niv Mizzet for Niv Mizzle Sizzle Sizzle. And a lot of these cards made early appearances in that big block of marble, and they got chipped off, like Magda, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be committing crimes. That's what the whole deck does. But I decided, no, too many creatures. Need less creatures, need more face. But I was like, but oh, she's so cool. So that's how they got together. They got like chopped off early of Niv Mizzle Sizzle Sizzle as ways of early ramp. And, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make this into a deck, but one of the other ideas for early ramp was with the Reckless Lackeys and a Blacksmith Talent and a Diamond Pickaxe. It was so
Okay.
convoluted and stupid, but I loved it so much. Obviously, it didn't make the cut, but you know, it's just Minecraft coming soon. You know, who knows?
Diamond pickaxe time. All right.
Crafting is a mechanic.
Well, I will say this is one of my less competitive janks when it comes to ladder,
Yeah.
but we somehow had a good matchup versus your dragons.
This dragon does go to ladder. I mean, a lot of people don't run the right removal to deal with it. They're running a lot of. I mean, obviously they
Nowhere to run, cut
nowhere
down.
to run, cut down. They're looking for mono red to be playing tiny little mice, not massive dragons turn 5. So it does end up working quite all right, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Usually we had either just enough removal or just enough tempo that we're able to do our combo turn before we die, but it was close.
I gotta squeeze out just.
We were down to 4 that last
A little
game.
bit more damage. So, what do you want to do now? We got time.
Yeah, we got time. Well, I think we showed off the matchup pretty well.
Yeah, we did. It was a
With
fun
the
one.
exception of not melding dang Titania.
Oh.
So-
Yeah.
Which of us wants to change a deck? I could go for the Titania meld and see if that could eventually happen, if you have another deck you want to play. Or I'm always happy to play one of our past decks from past games. Past episodes, that is. What do you think?
What do I want to do? I think I want to pull out Inherited Power. I haven't done a lot
Okay.
with it, but I remember it being a lot of fun.
I will continue raising the lands and see if we can find Titania.
Okay. Yeah, let's do Inherited Power. That was a fun one. I want to go back to it. I've been thinking about it lately, because I ran into a deck while testing Dragon's Horde on the ladder to see if it was ladder viable. It is by my standards, which is like a 40 to 50% win rate, which is my Jank standard personally, where I have the most fun. But I ran into someone who was running something similar to Inherited Power, albeit I think Inherited Power was better, but it made me want to play it. So,
Yeah. +1/+1 counters got some pretty good tools with
they're
Ether
just
Drift.
boring because they were just piling +1/+1 counters on stuff, and they didn't have, they weren't saving the wealth for the future generations like Inherited Power does.
Okay.
I would just kill the things, and there goes the counters. What was the point? Inherited
I don't.
Power. So,
I've seen some streamers playing Reluctant Role Model in the Aether Drift pre-release.
oh really? Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of.
In their district mascot decks.
All right. What you want to? Let's do a best of 3. We got time.
Yeah, send me the challenge.
That's right. A lot of streamers, people who have been paying attention might see I give tags to my decks, and I give Inherited Power Jank Plus, which is a tag I give decks when it appeared in Jank, and I want to move forward with turning it into a air quotes real deck. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. What would you call a Jank deck that gets further upgraded to be more competitive?
I don't know. I think Jank decks can be competitive. It's not mutually exclusive. Jank is about the spirit of it.
It's true.
As long as it doesn't become literally a meta deck,
That's true.
then it's probably not a Jank deck anymore. But there's still janky meta decks. Like last standard, Teamer Landfall combo. Such a janky deck.
I think my...
But it was a top one.
Oh, this is a starting hand. Oh.
It's a little stinky. We need another land, folks. I think we still keep, but it could go wrong.
Oh, did I mainboard that? I think I
You have a lot of lands.
I think I switched a card to the mainboard.
Okay, frog.
Oh, Verges, huh? How about them?
Yeah, Verges. I think the lands from Aether Drift are going to be the most important cards for Standard, hands down.
I feel like that's what they usually do, right? They release a set. Did you do the jump in at all? The midweek jump in?
Yeah. I high rolled into a blue-white artifact deck, and
I did a blue-white
Only one.
artifact, fueled them, powered them up thing.
oh, that's what I did too. How many wins did you get? Because I got 3 wins, 1 loss. Before I was done.
I
Yes, land.
faced exclusively Rakdos.
I placed exclusively Rakdos also. Maybe not exclusively, but there was at least 3 Rakdos matches, and we won basically all of them.
A lot of them were faster than me, unfortunately. I couldn't get my engine running, so to speak. All right,
I had good draws.
I have to look at.
I don't like doing this, but your ooze is potential hate for my deck anyway.
I haven't looked at this deck since I think I took some things out of the sideboard and put them in the main board shortly after we played last. I think Scooz was one of them. I think that was previously a sideboard card.
Sideboard card. Often it is, but it's main boardable. I think Golgari often main boards one these days. Speaking of weird meta shifts, Golgari is back, folks.
I mean, snake food. Obviously, everybody saw the snake food episode. And I need to cast snakes.
No, Golgari mid-range has kind of adapted to the Pixie meta. It was just running a lot more grindy cards and cards with 4 toughness that don't die to nowhere to run, and starting to see some good tournament results. We'll see how Aether Drift shakes things up. We have Pro Tour Chicago in like a week and a half. That will be interesting. I'm honestly not sure if we're going to stream that week. Hopefully, I think the best, the finals will be done by the time we stream. We'll see. We'll probably just plan on streaming and then.
Oh man, that Free Strider lookout is so big with its 3/3.
I'm gonna do a little criming.
Get
a land. Someone's scavenging. Okay. Your role model is reluctant.
It's coming back to me. I like this deck. I'm starting to remember.
What do we do here?
I love all.
We'll just go the slow greedy route. I think for this deck I have to go slow, or else I'll never meld Titania.
Okay. Now we do the thing with the guy, because you don't have 2 open black mana.
I don't have 2 open black mana.
We play the life land to trigger.
Oh, nice. That's +1 counter.
Which is a card.
And it draws a card.
And notably, he's
Any
at 4,
attackies?
Notably, he's at 4 power now. Not yet. But he's at 4 power now. Let me just double check that's a once per turn, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna make a raccoon.
Okay. So when scavenging starting to get a little scary. Oh, that's not a crime. Oh well, that's fine.
And notably, this deck does
okay.
have quite a bit of life gain in it. So that's nice.
We've got things to do.
Because life gain is a trigger.
Prime time. Okay, we found one of Argoth. We're getting there.
Just wait until I build... I'm embarrassed that I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Ojek Tactic?
O'Hare Pack-Patic.
Yeah. Just wait till I build my Ojer Pack-Patic deck, alright? And you won't see that coming.
No, I won't. Seriously, I'll do that. Seriously, though, do that.
I will shout his name. I'll find a way.
Do that.
What do I want to do here?
What do I want to do here? Because I think I can just combo you out next turn with Carnage and what we have in hand.
Yeah.
But Titania, where's my Titania? How am I gonna find my Titania?
On Titanium.
Your board's getting scary.
It's true. Oh, you have two reachers. I saw the other one hiding under there.
Yeah, I was just trying to debate myself. Do I block? I will lose one, but he loses Exemplar. That's probably worth it. Role model.
I mean, if he dies, he gives us stuff. But I already triggered the Exemplar. Send in the raccoon.
Okay, I'm not jumping. I mean, I'm not trading with your raccoon. The raccoon's fine. Oh, before your end step. None of the scavenging. That's a crime. No more raccoons.
Well, at least I have one. Okay. We're gonna bat.
That's a lot of creatures. And they're gonna be big if your Evangelist attacks. I think we should just combo.
Do it, do it, do it.
Unfortunately. Alright. Here we go again, folks.
Fortunately. Isn't that the whole point? To jank off?
Well, but what is jankier than assembling the Titania meld?
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
I best you know what
I
meld
remember
is.
what I was saying.
That was back in Brothers War before
My
you started playing
definition
Magic.
of jank is if you're on the ladder and you play a card and the other person says, I have no idea what deck this person is playing. That's jank.
That's true. Alright, hang on. I might be able to bring back all my lands without winning, and then play the Titania I just drew. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 2 free Strider triggers.
Do it.
11, 12. I might be able to play out Titania. Oh, but if I bring all the lands back, then there's no lands for Titania to meld with. Do I need lands to win?
I love that question. Only on Jank-Off can a question like, do I need lands to win, be asked.
I'll give myself one land, which is
incredible.
potentially ruining the meme, but
Incredible.
this will actually get me a couple lands.
Absolutely incredible.
I might just leave my lands in the graveyard this turn. I'm curious what'll happen. We'll give you some nice damages, but not kill you.
I'm gonna keep reading this.
We'll gain some life, that's good. I like that. Oh, we didn't quite tap how we
I
wanted
like
to.
that it
That's fine.
specifies you both own and control Titania. It's just saying you can't steal somebody else's Titania.
Yeah. No stolen Titania melds. I'm sure those are very common.
That would be
And
a
this was
crime.
plot of Peleus Carnage. Okay, we're on a quest, folks. All we have to do is not die, and have our Titania not die, and have our Argoth or Argoth not in play.
Was
I
this,
knew I was missing something.
was this mainboarded?
We might have to survive another turn, folks.
This is a cool card. Was I mainboarding this? I don't think I got to cast this when we janked off this deck.
That's Virtual Loyalty. I think that's one of the cards I recommended at the end of the game.
But it was
It's a strong card, and I'm scared now.
It was in the deck. I can't attack yet. It was in the deck when I originally janked. It may have been side decked. I can't remember.
So I have a problem, Albino Cheese Monkey.
What?
To win with Titania, I have to bring Argoth back from the graveyard. But all the effects that bring lands back from the graveyard bring all my lands back from the graveyard.
You don't want them all?
And if I do that, then you die from Vine Lasher triggers.
Oh, that's lame.
Do you have any means of removing my Vine Lasher?
You need me to quickly sign? No, I don't. This, actually, I do. But it'd have to get to my
You do?
turn.
Oh. I can try to draw another cut down, maybe.
Because I just drew it. Yeah, let's do this. Let's manufacture some jet. I have Parting Dust, but I just drew it. I drew it on the Exemplar Trader at the end of the turn.
I'm going to try to draw my cut down first.
Okay.
So I can come closer to melding this turn. But if I don't, let's thin out the deck. I don't think this will kill you. Give me some life, that's helpful against your very scary Virtue of Loyalty fueled board. Okay, now we have the mana up to use Aftermath Analyst. But first we Carnage. We drew Go for the Throat, but we have no mana to use it.
Okay. I'll kill your Vine Lasher
That's fine.
and not kill you.
No, you can try to kill me.
Okay,
It's fine.
Oh, you want me to try? Okay. Bring it on. Bring
you
it
might not be able
on,
to do it
he
this
says.
round. What is useless? I don't think we need 2 Lumras.
That's true.
How am I going to get the mana to bring that back? I missequenced this badly. Where did all my mana go?
Your land.
Yeah, I sacrificed them. Well, I can't even remember what I spent them on, though. What happened to my mana? Did I pass with mana in my pool? Did I forget to float? I think I forgot to float my mana.
Oh, can you get Mana Bird?
That's... No, that's... You're not that old, Mikey.
I know.
You're not that old.
It's true.
I think we lost because I forgot to float my mana.
I don't.
Alright, well,
I don't have.
this will be interesting. No, but I need 4 mana at least to bring back all my lands. I guess any land drop. I pitched all my lands away thinking that I'm just gonna bring them back, but I'm stupid. Wow. All this janking has cooked my brain into egg. Forgot to float my mana. This is a real game. I mean, you should try to kill me.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking my time trying to think
Hoist me upon my own petard.
about what I should remove.
Toss my lands on the bin without being able to bring them back. I must have forgotten to float my mana. Yeah. Well, we have a recording, so I'm okay with looking a little silly at the end of a long night of janking.
Okay. Well, it's not lethal, so I can't go with everything, but I can go with big stuff.
Yeah, an 8-power exemplar is a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I block it, you'll... Okay, if I block with Titania, will you not kill my Actually, you know what?
I could not
We
kill
don't-
it if you want.
I'm realizing our only chance to win is to just draw land.
I could have removed it already.
Yeah. I think trying to multi-block something is just getting rid of all my outs. I think I just have to... So if I draw a crime land specifically, that's a Vine Lasher ping, a ping from the crime land, 2 Free Strider Lookout pings.
Oh, that
I think that still leaves me short.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't draw a land, and I don't think a single land would have been enough anyway. I have royally screwed myself, and you may do the honors of killing me. Yes. Decimate my Free Strider Lookout, or my Titania.
She's a fish now.
Oh no, how humiliating. I'm a little frustrated that the game I had a chance to do the thing and meld the Titania. I screwed the pooch, so to speak. I'll get another shot. But they're both one-ofs. Nissa can tutor for Titania, and we do mill a lot of lands for Argoth, but I don't think it's good enough. Alright, what do we want against your board?
Yeah, I made some alterations to this deck that I don't actually like.
With these custom alterations, my deck will be unbeatable.
Oh, my child heart. Should I put Quilt Great Worm in? I remember trying to cast that. It's still here. I'm putting it in.
All's fair in love and jank.
Oh, ooh, that would be rough for you. That would be mean. I'm less scared of. This didn't really go off. Let's put another one of those in.
Okay, there was no winning with the Titanium meld once I had sent Argoth to the graveyard. If I brought it that turn, even if I floated my mana, I wouldn't have had enough to kill my own Vine Lasher and still activate my elf. So
what I'm seeing here
you would
for those
have died.
Is this is more lands that I need, but the hand is curvy. So I'm gonna keep it.
Gotta love those curvy hands.
Yeah, you do. Gotta love those 1/3 game 1 life 1 drops.
It's not a bad one drop.
No, it's not. It's actually.
Oh, good mills. Good mills. Excellent mills.
That's the first time I said the word draft this Jank-Off. What is happening to me?
I thought you were a draft player.
I am.
Yeah, I still haven't played.
I haven't played Aether Draft either. I'm just gonna wait.
Aether Draft yet?
I'm gonna wait till I've accumulated the resources for it, because I don't know. The set. I will say the jumpstart. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was alright. It was better than a lot of other similar set jumpstarts, I will say. Yeah. I'm not excited about the set itself.
Well, that's what I was getting to. I was like, the set itself is. That's Scary Night.
Also, I love how, I don't know if it was intentional, but you didn't call it Aether Drift Draft. You just call it Aether Draft. I kind of like it.
That was unintentional, but that is what I'll be calling it from now on.
Yeah, I've got some Aether Draft tokens saved up, so I'll do some Premier Aether Draft.
Nothing. There's only two things. The only thing faster than the speed at which I use draft tokens is the speed of light.
The speed of hasty dragons cast from a Cornelian orb of dragonkind.
This is what I love about Jank. Every Jank deck that I have usually has one card that I just did not know about before I started janking that deck, and that was one of them. I was like, wait, it's a mana rock that makes my dragons fast? Yes, please. If only it was 2 mana, but we can't all get what we want.
Then there might be a real dragon deck in Standard.
Yeah. Then all red decks would be running
difference.
it, whether or not they had dragons or not, probably.
No. Not the aggro mice ones. It's still too slow. It still only grants haste to dragons. If it granted haste to everything, maybe. Well, we'll just take the night beats still, I guess.
Okay, well, I guess I'll get a raccoon then.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
This deck is fun. This is also a fun deck. We make fun Jank. We should try.
We'll do that.
I have a lot of rares, but I don't play.
You have more rares from Bloomer on Foundations, definitely. You played more than me in those periods. I mean, kill my Mind Lashers or you're dead next turn, I will say. All I have to do is put 2 lands on the battlefield, and I have 3 in my graveyard and a Lumra in my hand that you can see. So.
I don't think I have 4 lives.
Yeah, you just have to kill 1 to survive a turn. Actually, no, you don't. You have to kill. Wait a minute. I have 3 lands to bring back. That's a trigger for. That's 3 triggers for each. So each represents 3 damage. That's 12 damage total. You have to kill 2.
Well, another way to do that, depending on is if you have.
You can force me to chump block, but I don't think you can do that.
I can. I have.
Oh man. Oh. Well, I do have to go for the throat.
Now it's not lethal anymore. Why did that? Oh.
Suppose a captivating cave. Huh.
I thought it was Cavern of Souls. So used to play Cavern of Souls. No, this is just the emergency trigger for Exemplar in a land.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to attack. But I don't.
I think I just got the win in hand, so I will win another game without attacking and without finding Titania or Argoth. Oh wow.
I won the first one, to be fair.
Oh, I just drew Pitiless Carnage. Do I do that? No, I don't have enough mana for that. Lumra, bring us home. Oh, 3 more lands. Yep, this is super lethal.
Yeah, Fetch Shredder
Bring it. Bring that sweet honey to Jank.
But I might have to work on my Oger Pack Protect.
I think I know what deck I'll be bringing next. It will feature a
don't
couple
know.
Ether Drift cards.
There were some nice buttons. And I too may or may not have a butt deck.
A butt deck! Bring the butt deck!
Alright, why did I need to put more. Why did I take, more removal. Why did I take so much out? More.
Because they're just little guys! Just little
Guys,
lizards!
yeah, what are they gonna do, right?
Just kill you without attacking. I like my little guys. Hey guys, look at this cool vine I found!
Notably, I haven't actually drawn any of the stuff that I usually put the counters on, but also you haven't really been killing my stuff because you didn't really need to.
I killed your knight because he was basically soloing me, man.
Yeah, he was scary. It's a scary.
How many Innkeeper's Talents do I have?
It's such a cool card. I love all of the talents. I really do.
I want to build an Innkeeper's Talent focus deck, but I don't know if I have many of them. I know I have at least 1, but I don't think I have all 4, and I want all 4. But they're rares, and I'm running low on rares.
One of my.
This hand stinks.
This hand is a 1-lander. We keep those.
You know what? I'm going to play the stinky hand.
This hand is also a 1-lander, but also I can cast my whole hand, so I'm actually going to keep this one.
I can only cast 1 of the cards in my hand. I need to draw lands, and I need to draw colors of lands, ideally, but there are still some things I can cast if I just get more green. I'm keeping this hand because it has Argoth, dang it!
Oh yeah, I remember now. When I played against that other imposter Heritage Power deck, they were also running Enduring God War, and that's the only time I've ever seen it in the wild.
I've seen brewers put it in +1/+1 counter decks back in March of the Machine era when it came out, but Because there was a lot of +1/+1 support in that set.
I tried the March of the Machine draft once or twice. I didn't actually enjoy it all that much.
It's a little janky. The incubator mechanic, pretty janky. It's only really seeing play in Standard still in the form of Sunfall. Weird is very good, but a lot of the other synergies were kind of janky.
Well, I
a lot of the
that Sunfall
cards.
does that too, because exiling everything just wasn't enough.
Exile, make a body.
Man, this green removal is just not doing it for me. But there you go. Now watch it as I win by one. It's the little things.
We actually had a great draw for our hand, even though it may not look it.
Alright.
Chat. Wait, you did keep the one lander? Wait a minute, what?
I mulliganed into another one lander, but then I had a whole bunch of one cost cards. So I was like, it's
okay.
fine. Right? It wasn't.
I guess. It's...
Don't do it. Don't do it. You think I would have learned my lesson.
well, I mean...
Hey,
Chumpy's over... I guess you just make your bond word bigger.
Inherit the power. Inherit it.
If it's possible, I shouldn't have even attacked and just tried to kill you with lands again, but I don't have any Vine Lashers in hand. Just this Gulch, which festers. But, double crime. I mean, it's one crime, but 2 triggers. And now we have 6 lands.
Okay. There's a reason that I let you kill that one. I think.
'Tis the reason for the reason. Whatever reason is.
No, there wasn't a reason. I am incorrect.
Were you trying to draw with a Pantry that's 2 mana?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay. Frogs are good. Your warden can attack. I guess we take it. I think my lookouts are better dead than alive. I'm not sure if I really need the sideboard card, but it seems like it should stack up well against your deck.
I thought we were friends.
It's a one of.
I'm joking.
For mid-range, for grindy mid-ranger
I actually
matchups.
I don't care about Shieldred at all. Usually when people play it, I'm like, okay, if you must.
Shieldred's finally in like a balanced place, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
She's kind of kept in rein because everybody's running so much dang removal for those lousy mice. Not all of it hits Shieldred, but people are prepared for it and have been for a while, it seems like.
It's mildly annoying. Unless I'm playing one of my draw 500 bajillion card decks. Which I actually didn't end up liking as much as I thought I would. Oh, you're attacking. Whoops. Do I jump the frog?
Hi, frog. There's a notable frog in Aether Drift.
Oh, really?
You have a frog god.
I mean, you know who else is a god? Oh, Jarpakvatik!
It's true. Won't forget about old O'Hare.
Okay, so this is the... This sideboard removal.
Crime time.
Oh. And there's no one to inherit the power! Oh no! You have a lot more lands than I do.
These lookouts, they can cook, man. I drew Titania! I just need to get lands in my graveyard somehow.
You can do it. I believe in you.
How? I have a Lumra in hand,
Draw better cards.
but I'm gonna play Titania and not even attack. So I have more time to draw those cards.
At this point, like, do I even play creatures? Isn't it already too late?
Oh, dang it, Argoth Mills! What am I doing?
I'm not gonna do that.
Argoth can mill. All right, come on. Let's hit. Let's hit. Give me 2 lands. We did it.
You know...
You better be scared on my next upkeep. I'm not going to attack again. Please don't remove her. Remove Shieldred. You can remove Shieldred.
Okay.
I beat you whichever card you remove.
Yeah.
So at least remove the one that's non-janky.
I want to see the cool thing.
That way you won't take the damage from drawing your card. Okay. Time that has finally come.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Or melding Power Rangers.
I'm gonna try to get just a few more lands in the graveyard for Titania. Well, not in the graveyard, into play. 2 more? That's 2 more power. Yes. I'm gonna remove your blocker because Titania... Oh, because that's a crime, and that might give me more lands. That whiffed. Okay, there's a land.
Are you gonna make a 4/4 land? Doesn't untap it.
Yeah. Don't have a mana. Titania melded. Alright. Well, that seems like a good time to end the episode.
It is. Don't keep one in your hands, kids. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you have
no matter what your
5
opponent
1-drops.
says, they don't actually have your best interest in mind. And also, if you have 5 1-drops.
Alright, that was some good jank.
That was good. I like that one. I think that Dragon's Horde has succeeded in its mission to make me like a mono red deck.
Alright, when's your next red?
I don't know. That's 2 weeks of red in a row. I can only take so much. I mean,
That's fair.
Granted, when you combine red with white, it makes it slightly less terrible, in my opinion. Because that's what white makes everything better. Every deck just gets better when you put white in it. Honestly. Any monocolor deck just gets better when you put white in it. I should qualify.
White might have moved up to my middlemost color. I'm not really sure. At one time last standard, it was just my least favorite, because then I was on the receiving end of Sunfall all the time. But eventually, I stopped being hurt so much. Well, I was hurt so much that I just took the Sunfall and made it my own. And now, it seems like I'm playing Sunfall every other week. Speaking of which, next week, probably a control deck. Also, speaking of...
First deck I ever loved was Orzhov Bats in Bloomburrow, for reference.
Okay.
Anyone still listening?
Black is top tier. I love black. I enjoyed this black deck, and I might be bringing black next week. We will see.
We have to
Are we doing Sunday?
Yes.
Sunday the whatevereth.
I'll be available. I'll have to cook up some new jank. Most of my jank is half baked right now, but
Okay.
I'll be able to cook something up, I think.
I've got some baked jank with just a couple Ether Drift cards, and I've got another couple ideas, one of which I'm pretty sure I'll do the week after that, with some core Ether Drift cards that I hopefully will get from drafting. We'll see.
We need to assign the awards, sir.
All right.
You remain undefeated, but it's getting close. Every week it's getting closer and closer.
There were some really close games, but Raise the Lands has taken the victor of Games Award. Now, whose is the jankiest?
That's a hard one for me. I want to hear what you have to say first, because there was some good jank. That was really
Okay.
good.
I may be a biased party, because I really like my deck.
Okay.
But casting big creatures and hitting your opponent with them is cool.
It's true.
I don't know if it's quite jank.
And ramping into them as well.
It's like the Generous Plunderer Magda thing. That makes me go, ooh, that's some good jank right there.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Plunderer makes crimes, Plunderer also makes treasures, Magda makes treasures when you do crimes, and then Magda turns the treasures into dragons, and dragons is the thing in your deck. I think that all works together really well.
Yeah.
But I don't think it quite gets to the level of sack all your lands, bring them all back at once, kill your opponent with ETB triggers without ever attacking.
No, I agree with you.
I think that's some jank.
And I think I toned down the jank knob a little bit because I wanted to challenge myself to make a mono red deck that was fun for me to play because I generally just don't have fun with red. And so I'm happy giving you the jank award because that was some serious jank. But I also feel like I won my own personal challenge. So this week was just excellent.
Wins all around.
Good jank. Good jank.
I will accept my second ever
That's
jank
right.
award. What is this?
Well, what can I say? I don't know what I'm doing, and that helps making jank.
I think you did a great job with your Red Dragons decks. It was stronger and faster than I thought it would be, and there's some neat synergies I hadn't thought of, and I think that's all great.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to next week. That will be Sunday, the 12th, so
Yeah,
13th,
so we'll
14th,
have
15th,
a
16th.
Sunday Jank-Off, now on a Sunday. Believe it or not.
Finally, and hopefully back for the foreseeable future.
There are no more Keyforge tournaments or, well, there's one more, but that's local. No out-of-state Keyforge tournaments or, superb owls to watch. So we will be
That did
back to
happen.
Sundays.
All right, I am excited.
Yeah.
Oh, a final overview. So I think we talked about this a little bit. Your deck, you would say, has the potential to do stuff on ranked. Would you say that?
Oh yeah, it
Need some tweaking?
already meets my standards for a deck I would bring to rank, which is like a 40 to 50% win rate. That's where I'm having fun on the ladder personally.
What's your good matchups and bad matchups that you found so far?
Targeted removal is bad. I can survive board wipes easy enough because I just cast more dragons. But card draw. If I don't draw dragons, then I have nothing to do. I'm just kind of sitting there on my pile of treasure and no one to share it with. No dragons to share it with.
Oh, so you're the dragon.
Yeah.
Just alone on a hoard of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Kolaghan Warmonger
So grindy
is
decks.
really cool. So I'm literally going to craft some of those this weekend and put them in and see what happens because they're cheap.
Do it up. Never seen it played in standard.
Because that looks really, really fun. I think, you don't have a lot of social things, but so I can't actually tell, but I do know that whenever I ramp into my dragons in a mono red deck, people see me drop Red Mountain and I can feel them roll their eyes until I drop the dragons, and then they're like, I respect that.
It's Timmy time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's neat.
This is one I'll keep going.
All right. My deck, not quite competitive at Plat, Diamond, Mythic, that kind of range, which is where I usually end up in the season. It's too vulnerable to graveyard hate, too vulnerable to lots of removal disruption. We have ways to bring stuff back with like Overlord of the Baelmerk, and some tutoring abilities. Pitiless Carnage can be really good, but aggro backed up by interaction is our weakness. If something's fast and interactive, we die. We actually do very well against slow grindy decks, though. We can often out-combo Overlord players, Control players, board wipe players. We actually do better than I thought we would in those matchups. So there's a point in that regard, but usually those matchups have Rest in Peace in the sideboard, and, well, things get a lot harder after that point.
Yeah, Dragon's Hoard's biggest weakness is, now that I thought about it more, decks that are running a lot of enchantments, which a lot of them do, and green ramp decks, which I run into, that can get their big beefy creatures out, and I can't do anything about it, especially when they have reach.
Because your damage is your removal is all damage based. And
yeah, it's all damage based.
They get so tough.
And they're so big, and then if they have reach, then I don't feel comfortable attacking with the dragons. So that's kind of what I.
That's why Lumra was such a key card in some of our matchups.
I haven't
big butt, reach, vigilance.
I haven't faced a mono black discard yet, but I imagine when I do, that will also be painful because my lack of card draw.
That's true.
I don't see those.
Thankfully,
much,
if you play best of three,
I've graduated to best of three, so I haven't actually seen that a whole lot.
It tends to be a best of one gimmick. A lot of players just somehow get off on
I didn't even test
running mono black discard.
I didn't even test this deck in best of one. You should be proud.
Wow.
That's probably why it was so good. are
All
coherent.
right, I love to hear it. I'm a best of 3 gamer when I can do it, which is usually.
All right.
All right,
Till we jank again.
we jank again on Sunday the 16th. Hope to see y'all there. Hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube, whichever of our channels it's on, we always appreciate likes and subscribes. Comment on what you want to see next. Comment on what you loved. Comment on why did I lose that one game where I could have melded Titania? It was because I forgot to float mana, wasn't it? Let me
Also,
know.
give me a stupid janky card that you've always wanted to see work, and I will do my darndest. Because if I can make Oger Pack Fatik work, that's probably not what I'm doing on Sunday. That might take some time.
Yeah.
I could make anything work.
And if there's something that our Cheese Monkey friend doesn't feel equipped to do, and I happen to have cards that might go with it, I can take up that standard too.
That's right.
Drop your janky cards. We've got janky fingers ready to build some janky decks with. All right. Hope y'all have a good night. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on Sunday.